This morning in the Indian Express, there was a shocking revelation. An audio conversation between the Ministry of Home Affairs Senior Secretary B.K. Prasad and a witness in the missing Ishrat Jahan case. Prasad, who headed the panel probing the missing files, is heard in a telephone conversation telling a fellow government official who is a witness in the case what the questions will be and even manipulating the answers. The audio tape that was accessed by Indian Express has been confirmed by the other official as well. Let's listen in to why this is such a stunning disclosure.
अरे यार तुमको पता है इशरत जहान का जो चल रहा है इशरत जहान पेपर मिसिंग इंक्वायरी पता है ना यू हैव आल्सो डेल्ट दैट किसी टाइम में हाँ है ना वो तो पहले मामला है तो उसके बाद जितने लोग हैं सबसे मेरे को ये पूछना है भाई आपने ये पेपर देखा आपको कहना कि मैंने ये पेपर नहीं देखा सीधी सी बात है अदरवाइज सब लोग बोल देंगे कि भाई फाइल में था तो आपके ऊपर भी आएगा भाई इन्होंने गायब तो नहीं कर दिया तो आपको इतना तो कहना होगा कि वो या तो वो फाइल ही मैंने कभी जिंदगी में डील नहीं किया कभी मैंने उस फाइल को देखने का कभी मौका ही नहीं मिला आई डोंट थिंक यू हैव सीन दैट फाइल एट एनी पॉइंट बट दैट इज व्हाट आई वांट फ्रॉम यू आई हैव नॉट सीन दैट फाइल एट ऑल अब देखोगे तभी तो पता चलेगा भाई एंड अनदर क्वेश्चन विल बी डिड एनीबॉडी गिव यू दीस डॉक्यूमेंट्स टू बी केप्ट सेपरेटली विथ यू अब बोलोगे नहीं मेरे को किसी ने नहीं किया.
Not surprisingly, the audio tape that you've just heard has spurred a massive political war. The BJP, which of course heads the government and the Home Ministry, is being accused now by the Congress of manipulating a witness. Remember, until now, it's been the Congress which has been on the defensive on the Ishrat Jahan case on allegations of manipulating affidavits. Listen in to how this is now playing out politically.
It's still India's most controversial encounter case. And now, a big political storm has erupted over the probe report on mysteriously missing Ishrat Jahan files. The panel head, Additional Secretary in Home Ministry B.K. Prasad, finds himself at the center of a massive controversy of his own. He's alleged to have tutored a crucial witness, Ashok Kumar, Joint Secretary in the Department of Commerce. The Indian Express posted the audio of a telephonic conversation they overheard between them.
भाई आपने ये पेपर देखा आपको कहना कि मैंने ये पेपर नहीं देखा सीधी सी बात है अदरवाइज सब लोग बोल देंगे कि भाई फाइल में था तो आपके ऊपर भी आएगा भाई इन्होंने गायब तो नहीं कर दिया एंड अनदर क्वेश्चन विल बी डिड एनीबॉडी गिव यू दीस डॉक्यूमेंट्स टू बी केप्ट सेपरेटली विथ यू अब बोलोगे नहीं मेरे को किसी ने नहीं किया.
Under fire, B.K. Prasad rubbished the allegations. While Ashok Kumar confirmed his conversation with B.K. Prasad, he reiterated that he never dealt with Ishrat case.
नहीं मेरे फोन से उनसे बात हुई थी बोले मैं बोले कि उसमें हम क्या करेंगे सर आई वाज नॉट देयर कि वो तो उन्होंने बोला ये जो आया कि हमने पूछा था इट्स नॉट डिनाइंग वो फोन में मेरी जो बात हुई थी तो आपको बोलना ये पेपर्स की नहीं ये पेपर्स.
Former Home Minister P. Chidambaram, who drew flag for allegedly amending an affidavit filed by the centre in the Ishrat Jahan case, hit out at the Modi government, accusing it of a fake controversy over two affidavits.
This government is mastering the art of fabricating documents, selectively leaking documents. And in addition to that, making documents and files disappear.
Now, it says, the report says that the needle of suspicion points on Mr. Chidambaram, but the report has not given any conclusive finding. Now, it is correct that the needle of suspicion points to Mr. Chidambaram because naturally he ordered the second affidavit to file. That was his order. That's what Mr. Pillai says.
The missing Ishrat Jahan files, the then Home Secretary's letter to the Attorney General. That is one file that is missing. Those are some of the documents missing. Also, the draft that was attested by then Attorney General. That draft is also missing because that draft was then submitted to then Union Home Minister P. Chidambaram. The draft which was later modified by P. Chidambaram is also missing. All of these, along with the copy of affidavit submitted to the Gujarat High Court on the 29th of September 2009, these documents continue to remain missing.
The tutor witness controversy has given fresh ammunition to Congress party against the BJP. However, despite clarification, the BJP is finding itself in trouble. It's also raising credibility issue for the Home Ministry in particular and the BJP government in general. However, the political controversy is unlikely to die out soon. With camera person Vinod, this is Kamaljeet Sandhu in Delhi for India Today.
Let me then raise 5 big questions today. Question number 1. Was Ishrat Jahan killed in a genuine or fake encounter or not? We still don't have an answer to that. Will the missing papers be ever found? That's the second big question. Number 3, did the Home Ministry official really tutor the witness as we've seen on the audio that we've shown you? Was the affidavit tweaked under political pressure? Can Mr. Chidambaram deny that? Has, on the other hand, Mr. Chidambaram, as he's been claiming, been vindicated by the fact that he has spelled out a sequence of events which this report also suggests? Joining me now is BP Singh, former Union Home Secretary, joins me. Sambit Patra, national spokesperson of the BJP, and Ashok Kumar, spokesperson of the Congress. I appreciate all of you joining us. I want to come to you, Mr. BP Singh. You've seen that audio clip where a secretary is speaking to another official, effectively, from what we can gather as observers, tutoring him as to the questions that will be asked and the kind of answers he expects when it comes to a missing file in the Ishrat Jahan case. Do you see it in some way as an act which was unethical, immoral, illegal, something which one bureaucrat should not be doing when he is supervision? Or is this par for the course? Does this happen all the time in the bureaucracy?
I must tell you that I used to be the Union Home Secretary in the closing years of the last century.
Yes.
And when I read this today, first thing that appeared to concern me was the casualness with which the inquiry officer has taken up the matter.
You used an important word, casualness. That is what comes out. You believe what comes out is casual approach to a serious inquiry.
Yes.
Is it to fix the inquiry as much as it is to just not take it seriously enough?
Then there is something further, that here is the inquiry officer who is consciously or unconsciously sleepwalking into controversy. He talks to somebody, keeps the telephone with a journalist on. This is not the way that the Home Ministry has to function. This is something which is, I must tell you, which is unheard of.
You believe, therefore, that the officer concerned has behaved in an extremely casual manner.
Yes.
And has not taken his job seriously enough, particularly since there are security implications when you are in the Home Ministry. You
Yes.
need to be doubly careful.
Yes.
And doubly vigilant. I want to come from there to the other critical question, Mr. Patra, because not only is the entire approach of this officer being seen as casual, it seems somewhere that he is tutoring his fellow official as to what he would like to eventually incorporate in the report. And I have the report, and exactly the sequence of events as detailed by the official is put out in the report. So clearly this official was trying to get a report which suited him. He had already decided what should go into the report. And that really reflects very poorly on your government, Mr. Patra. It seems that you have already gone into the Ishrat Jahan case with a prejudged mind.
No. In fact, Mr. Singh, who spoke before me, has answered the question for me, because he put a right word, the casualness, which you even picked up, saying that he was very casually dealing with this whole thing. And remember, Mr. Rajdeep,
yes,
casualness is never for fixing something. Casualness is never for giving a shape to a design to a report.
No.
Seriousness.
Are you excusing the casualness? No. Are you excusing casualness on a serious issue like Ishrat Jahan? Please.
let me complete this, and you'll receive the answer at your end. As far as your first question, whether he was trying to tutor and fix the report, the answer is aptly clear that if he was casual, which you agree to, then naturally he was not trying to fix, because if you had tried to fix and tutor, he would have been very serious. He would have placed the phone of the journalist aside on the phone rather than allowing him to listen. That he did not do all this. Yes, probably I would say it was not a way any officer should have allowed the journalist to hear something which is a casual issue, though, which is not a serious issue. But my bigger question is, if at all this officer wanted to fix, if at all this officer wanted to tutor, then he should have tutored. आप ये बोलना कि चिदम्बरम साहब के कहने पे ये 4 पेज हमने गायब कर दिया. Why was he saying all these things? He should have tutored him in this way. If he was trying to fix the UPA dispensation, if he was trying to fix Chidambaram, then this would have been the tuition lesson. आप ये कहना कि चिदम्बरम जी आए और मेरे दफ्तर में उन्होंने कहा कि 4 पेज फाड़ के फेंक दो, that would have been an easier way of fixing Chidambaram than beating around the bush round and round and round.
Dr. Ajay Kumar, respond, because there is I think it is established that the Home Ministry official has been extremely casual in his dealing with the Ishrat Jahan case. But does that mean, as Mr. Chidambaram is claiming, that he is vindicated, or as the Congress party today is claiming, that the entire Ishrat Jahan case was being used by the present Home Ministry to fix the previous Congress government? In fact, the report doesn't fix the previous Congress government. It says it is inconclusive on the entire issue of how these papers went missing.
Rajdeep, I just thought earlier that this government and this party is evil, but now I know that they are stupid. Because this casualness was done because they're drunk with power. One second, let me complete something. They were drunk with power, and you see the trend, the modus operandi. Who benefits if the file is not found? The BJP's dirty trick department, the lies they want. Because, and how can a file, which the copy of the Attorney General in the Government of India, I've worked with the Government of India, the file is created, there are 6-7 sets of the files, because you can reconstruct a file so easily. So the modus operandi of the BJP, whether it is the Malegaon blast or whether it's Ishrat Jahan, is their dirty tricks department, through their assets in the social media, electronic or press, will leak a story. Then there will be this allegations made, and then they will create it to divert attention. They divert the attention is why are they scared? Because it goes straight to Amit Shah and Mr. Modi.
No, one minute. Are you saying? No, 1 minute. Are you saying that the files have been deliberately missing? The files went missing when the BJP or government was in power, when the Narendra Modi government was in power, and they are blaming the previous Congress UPA government? Is that what you're claiming now?
Because when did this story start? You look at this story, this file, they have planted this story. Now they're saying that it could have, got missing during Mr. Chidambaram's time. What a fantastic, ridiculous investigation. How does he know that it went missing? He can't locate the file, and he says it could have happened in his time. We are saying that why this BJP and their dirty trick department made the file disappear, because they have the most to lose if the truth comes out. And that is the problem, the arrogance and the stupidity. And look at the MO. They will leak a story, they will make allegation to divert attention. The issue is Ishrat Jahan fake encounter by the High Court of Gujarat. It leads up to Mr. Amit Shah, and the BJP will do everything to divert attention. And that is why this happened. And how does the secretary say probably? Probably. If you can say probably, then you tell me who did it.
Samit Patra, quickly respond. What kind of a system are we working in where serious files are going missing? 6 files have gone missing in the Home Ministry.
Remember, the coal files also went missing, and that went missing during the UPA tenure itself. So most of the files which were in fact pointing towards scam during the UPA tenure went missing, and that has been reported across widely in the media. But secondly, the premise of the debate of Mr. Ajoy is based on the fact that if the truth comes out, then the Bharatiya Janata Party would be the one which would be maligned most. My simple submission is, if such was the fact, then why they did not bring out the truth during their tenure? Before demitting the office in 2014, they would have brought out the complete truth in public domain, and they would have maligned Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah. They would have hit. Please let me complete.
Because we are not like you, Sambit. We are not like you.
Sir, I was not interjecting you. You don't know what you are. You are gods. I know that. You can never be like us.
Please, gentlemen,
but for God's
please.
sake, let me complete.
Yes, let him complete. Let him complete. Yes.
I was not interjecting. Yes.
Please complete. Please complete.
My
Please complete.
my simple submission is my simple submission is this is totally a baseless argument that if truth comes out, who would be the one who would be hurt? If truth comes out, naturally Mr. Chidambaram is the one who has to answer. Let me point out to few falsities of Mr. Chidambaram. Mr. Chidambaram said that I have not put my signature in the second affidavit. Later it was found that he was the one who had signed the affidavit, and upon seeing his own signature, he said that well, I'll take some time to recollect whether I had signatured or not. So such was the falsehood of Mr. Chidambaram, which were exposed by number of important officials in the Home Ministry then, including Mr. Pillai, including Mr. Mani and Mr. Behra, who headed the NIA. All these officers are officers of senior repute, and let me tell you, the issue is not what was being talked
Chidambaram
over
has
the
never
phone.
denied,
the
though.
issue is
To be
the
fair,
files are missing.
Mr. Chidambaram has never denied that he takes responsibility for the second affidavit. Let's be clear, he's not here to defend himself, so I'm raising that question. My question is missing files. Today my focus is on missing files and the role that Ministry of Home Affairs bureaucrats have to do it. I'll come back to the politicians. I want to understand this. You've been a former Union Home Secretary. How can 6 files, including important letters and documents exchanged in the Ishrat Jahan case, go missing? Who do I blame? Do I blame the previous UPA government under whose watch this investigation was going on? So prima facie, they have much to answer for. Or do I blame, as Ashok Kumar is saying, the present government? Because according to him, these files will eventually incriminate the present political leadership in the country. What is going on, Mr. Singh? The Home Ministry files go missing so easily?
I must tell you that as it is, I don't know about this file. But the system is that the moment you have a secret report from the Intelligence Bureau or somebody in a particular case, the file is marked secret.
And is there only one copy of it?
Yes,
Am I to understand there is only one copy? There will be no other copies made of this file?
Let me come to that.
Yes.
Let me come to that. And then if there is a top secret report, then the file is further upgraded to top secret. Every secret files movement is recorded in every office. If the file
every secret file is recorded in every office.
And top secret is even more carefully recorded. Now here, if there is a movement of file from X officer to Y officer to X office to Y office, everything is recorded and its return is recorded.
Its return is recorded. So it should have been recorded. There should be a trace of who took which file at what stage. I just want to once again play the audio clip, because to my mind the audio clip reflects what is wrong, some believe, in the way higher bureaucracy at in this country functions when you have these so-called internal inquiries. This is the Ishrat Jahan case. The Home Ministry is asked to track down the missing files, and look at the way in which one Government of India secretary is talking to the other. Let's again play that audio clip, and I want my politicians to respond as to what should be done in this case. Listen to it.
अरे यार, तुमको पता है इशरत जहान का जो चल रहा है, इशरत जहान पेपर मिसिंग इंक्वायरी, पता है ना? You have also dealt there किसी टाइम में, हाँ है ना? वो तो पहले मामला है, तो उसके बाद जितने लोग हैं सबसे मेरे को ये पूछना है, भाई आपने ये पेपर देखा? आपको कहना कि मैंने ये पेपर नहीं देखा, सीधी सी बात है। अदरवाइज सब लोग बोल देंगे कि भाई फाइल में था, तो आपके ऊपर भी आएगा ना, भाई इन्होंने गायब तो नहीं कर दिया। तो आपको इतना तो कहना होगा कि वो या तो वो फाइल ही मैंने कभी जिंदगी में डील नहीं किया, कभी मैंने उस फाइल को देखने का कभी मौका ही नहीं मिला। आई डोंट थिंक यू हैव सीन दैट फाइल एट एनी पॉइंट, बट दैट इज व्हाट आई वांट फ्रॉम यू। आई हैव नॉट सीन दैट फाइल एट ऑल। अब देखोगे तभी तो पता चलेगा भाई। And another question will be, did anybody give you these documents to be kept separately with you? अब बोलोगे नहीं, मेरे को किसी ने नहीं किया।
What action now should be taken against the manner in which this inquiry has been conducted? Ashok Kumar, what is the Congress party going to demand in this particular case?
Rajdeep, Mr. Modi has been saying make in India, the government has been fake in India. Like
no, these are nice one-liners.
Correctly said. How can a file be lost? We want Modi government to actually conduct an independent judicial inquiry, because it goes up to these people, the dirty tricks department. They give extension. BK Prasad has got an extension like the DG of NIA. DG of NIA is like a contract worker. This guy, Mr. BK Prasad, gets 2 months extension. Leaked information, files are missing because they want rumors to be spread and they will continue to throw mud. The fact is, it goes right up to the top level in BJP as far as this issue goes, and they want to kill the case and create a miscommunication. So institute an inquiry under a judge because we don't trust the CBI will be a joke.
You don't try, you want a sitting CBI, you want a sitting judge to inquire into these missing files. Sambit Patra, as someone who raised the issue during, if you remember, during the missing coal files, you eventually got the head of Ashok Kumar, who was the then law minister. In this case, should someone be held accountable or not if files go missing? Or are you only going to pass the buck to the previous government every time?
No, it's file. I mean, in fact, Mr. Singh was absolutely right that if a file is a top secret, otherwise as well, an important file.
No, should you be able to track it or not?
It is marking.
If officials are dealing so casually with it, who is going to be held accountable?
Everyone some uninterrupted time, Mr. Sardesai. Allow the BJP some uninterrupted time.
Yes, please do.
Yes. Mr. Singh rightly pointed out that every secret file, and I would add that every other important file in the Home Ministry also has a timeline record. And according to the timeline record, which is a scientific record, which cannot be played with, the present commission that was set under Mr. Prasad has found that this file went missing between 18 September 2009 and 24th September 2009. So naturally, who was under rule during this tenure? If the heads have to rule, naturally it would be the head of Sonia Gandhi, because Sonia Gandhi was the one under whose directions the government was then functioning. And that's what we have been maintaining. The CBI is looking into the whole issue. I'm sure today or tomorrow, those files will definitely be found. Do you feel? Sir, lie.
The question is,
lie.
who had
And
the file?
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing, Rajdeep. I was watching all those files. Sir, let me complete. Let me complete. Let me complete. Don't shout. Ajay, don't shout.
No, this is not. No, Mr. Ajay Kumar, this is not right. No, Mr. Ajay Kumar, I will not have this. Mr. Ajay Kumar, this is not done. You know, I have allowed you to speak. You must allow Mr. Patra. Conclude your statement, Mr. Patra. Do you want the official to answer for the way in which he has handled this inquiry? Should the Home Minister answer for this? Who is accountable? Casual approach in handling this case. That's what I want an answer to. Quick, short answer.
Quick, short answer, Rajdeep. The issue is that I was very carefully listening to the 5 questions that you posed in the beginning of this debate.
Yes.
The questions, one of the questions should have been whether Ishrat Jahan was a terrorist or not, but that was not a question.
That should be a question. Agreed.
There are people. No,
agreed.
It
should have been. I concede to you. Do you also concede that the question should be, was she killed in a fake encounter or not? I want you also to concede that. Should the BJP also be looking into that or not? As is the court, or you have already decided?
The court is looking into.
Yeah, you have already decided.
No, that the court is looking into. Rajdeep, I don't have to concede because that the court is looking into. I don't discuss issues which is before the court. So since the court is looking, the court has far more sharper wisdom than me and you. Let the court decide about that fact. But as far as changing of affidavit is concerned, Rajdeep, let me correct you. Mr. Chidambaram agreed to the second affidavit and he said that Mr. Pillai was also complicit in it. Remember, he tried to drag in Mr. Pillai.
He did.
Which Mr. Pillai negated and refuted scientifically, saying that he was not the one who drafted it. And today's newspaper, the same newspaper which is carrying this conversation, has brought up the name of the person who was responsible for drafting the second affidavit on behest of Mr. Chidambaram. The same Joint Secretary's name is being mentioned in that. So naturally the answering has to be done by Chidambaram, on whose behest you tried to prove that Ishrat Jahan was not a terrorist, despite agreeing to the fact initially that she was a Pak-sponsored terrorist.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there because, to be fair, Mr. Chidambaram himself has now taken responsibility for that second affidavit. He is not denying. He says that the circumstances necessitated. He believes those changes.
Rajdeep.
Yes, final word. 10-15 seconds. Quick 15 seconds.
The question is, the BJP continues to lie on this issue. If they know the date was between September to October 2009, then the file movement will have the name of the person.
September
continues
to September.
Mislead dirty tricks department. The file will be there September 2009, October. The problem is this government. They think everybody is stupid and doesn't understand how the government works. So
Okay.
let Mr. Rajnath Singh resign and find out who's responsible for missing files.
Okay.
They are missing. It all finger points to them.
Okay, so you are now bringing in Rajnath Singh into this entire issue. I'm just going to give 15 seconds to you, sir. Should the minister take some responsibility? Should the bureaucrat, should the secretary take some responsibility if this is the casual approach in which this matter is being dealt with?
File has a travel record. It must be made clear where that travel stopped and who was the person
Who stopped it?
who was, in whose office it was stopped.
Okay, so you're saying it is easily possible to find the trail of these missing files and that must be done sooner rather than later. Sambit Patra, Ajoy Kumar, BP Singh, I appreciate your joining us. Clearly this Ishrat Jahan case has not ended. And those two questions, was Ishrat a terrorist or not? And more importantly, was she killed in a fake encounter or not, will remain on the table. And the sad truth is, it's been 12 years since Ishrat Jahan died and was killed in that encounter.